Welcome, everybody. This is episode 6 of the No Name Show. Today is Monday, June 13th. I am Tyler Morales with Zach Peterson. And for the third time today, I'm going to ask you how your weekend was.
I was about to say third time's a charm. Tyler with his internet issues. Mine's probably not that great either, though. It's probably just a combination of two horrible routers.
Yeah. If you make it to this episode, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, so we could start talking about this again.
Because, I'm honestly, I've asked you how your weekend was for the third time, and I think I got it.
Yeah, I understand how your weekend was. Neither of us watched. To recap, neither of us watched the game. Beers were flowing. To recap the weekend, there you go.
Yeah, that was basically it. All right, Game 5. Draymond suspended. I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
I'm excited. I'm happy he gets to rot away, and he's not even allowed in the place.
I was just about to say, do you think he's going to work his way in? He said he was trying to work out a deal.
They said that if the celebration they win, he can celebrate with them.
Chance to win. I didn't think of that.
Like he's allowed to go and celebrate.
Yeah, no. What if he wants to be there? Like for some reason, I didn't even think of that in my head. That if they win, they're champions. That would suck to miss out on that. Yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to be there.
Yeah, but I'm not too quick to call this a series yet.
Draymond not being there tonight is going to be that's a plus for the Cavaliers. And then the Cavs go back home and they're able to win at home just like they did in Game 3. And then Game 7, just everything on the line. I don't know. I still like LeBron. I don't know.
There's some my friend sent me some pictures of like the Bovada bets for LeBron today. I was thinking about
was it 45 points or something?
Does LeBron James record a triple-double? Yes, double-double. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes was the overwhelming favorite. I wasn't going to bet that, but it was. Then we got total points for LeBron. Is it 30.5 or under? Or under over?
Over.
You think? Yeah, it's that one's like even right now. And then
what do you say?
Oh, I think he's gonna get it. Oh man, I think he's pissed off. I
feel like LeBron's gonna play like he played last finals.
Yeah, I think he's really mad, so I think he'll go off.
Just try to take over the game.
Yeah, so I think he'll probably. Oh man, that's a tough. I'll probably get like 34, 35. I think. So I think he'll go over.
That's what I think. The one that's one like this format's interesting in the NBA Finals. How they go 2-2, 1-1-1. It's like it definitely is better for the Cavaliers than if they were to do. What is it? 2-2-3? Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Usually it's 2-2-3 in a 7-game series, or 2-3-2, some combination, I guess. But now it's never 2-3-2, right?
No, I think it's
2-2-3.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it should have been. Yeah.
Yeah. But it definitely. This is definitely a favorable format for the Cavs because they got one more chance to go back home and win, hopefully steal a game, and then force a Game 7.
And Game 7's a crapshoot. Whatever happens, happens.
Yep, exactly. But I saw Mike Greenberg talking about it that Cavs didn't try and instigate Draymond Green sooner in the series because it seems like he's such a hothead, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what to. He's not really a hothead, but he's just like I don't know. I don't know how to describe him.
He's not a loose cannon either. DeMarcus Cousins is a loose cannon.
No,
not Draymond Green.
Yeah, I don't know what to describe him as, but he definitely gets irritated. Put it that way.
Yeah, I would have done it too. I would have sent in like my 12th man, like Jordan McRae, who doesn't play, just to go set off Draymond Green for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
So I would have done.
Can't. But it's depressing right now. I mean, it must be more depressing being an actual Cleveland fan.
Well, yeah,
I can only imagine how they're feeling for a second year in a row.
They should have expected this. The God will never give him a trophy.
Oh man, it's got to be so rough being a Cleveland fan.
Like, even being a Philadelphia fan, I think is the worst thing in the world. But
You would have wished it upon your worst enemy.
yeah, would not wish upon my worst enemy. But Cleveland 10 times worse than Philadelphia.
Yeah, like Cleveland, it's like they almost don't even have a. They don't. Philadelphia every year, there's a hope of a championship.
It's gotten to the point where there's no hope.
Cleveland, there's no hope.
There's nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
I can only imagine because, like, I seriously feel like my overall mood is 95% influenced by my sports teams.
yeah.
Like, February, when baseball hasn't started yet, the Knicks are terrible. The Giants, obviously, I mean, the Super Bowl's over, but the Giants didn't go anywhere. I was like, this past February was rough. And I think it was all because of sports. And then as soon as, like, pitchers and catchers started up for baseball, I started feeling a little bit better. And it's just like Cleveland does not even have that. Pitchers and catchers start, and they're just like roll their eyes.
Like pitchers and catchers. That's
Here
funny.
we go again.
Kluber, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
They do have a few young players out there. I think they're in first place right now, actually. The Indians.
Beno Brantley's barely played this year too.
Yeah, Brantley, I don't think has played yet.
He played a little bit. He played a little bit. I think he got
still
hurt.
Let's see. Cleveland is. Yep, Cleveland is leading by 3 games over Detroit. They're 35-27. So that's they do have a pretty good team. Remember when we went to the Mike and the Mad Dog reunion that Chris Russo predicted Mets over Indians in the World Series, right?
He did.
That would be interesting.
No chance Cleveland gets two teams into the championship.
No.
Their heads will explode if both of them lose.
Yeah. Oh man.
Where I feel bad, like poor RG328 stuck in Cleveland now too. Like, that's not going to go well. You go to the 2 most miserable franchises, Washington and Cleveland.
I can't wait to see RG3 play again.
Hopefully Hugh Jackson's a good coach, but you know if Cleveland has anything to do with you,
yeah,
he'll
ruin you somehow.
Oh, 100%. They're gonna have to make Believeland Part 2.
Ugh.
It could be just based off this year.
I thought that Believeland thing was cool before the finals, and now I'm like disgusted by it.
I thought it was like, all right, they're putting the curse aside. Like this is it. Finally, they're gonna win. But nope.
They just cursed them. They just jinxed themselves.
Curse themselves even more for another 40 years.
40 more years on your teams.
40 more years of hell. LeBron's going back to Miami. And to be mess. I'm kidding. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I was just kidding.
They're gonna make some moves. They're gonna make a ton of moves this offseason. Oh, big game! James is pitching tonight, Tyler.
Oh, is he
against the Tigers? 5.06 ERA, 2-8 on the season.
There you go. You earned that nickname.
Padres ate like all of his contract just to get rid of the guy.
He's so bad.
I can't
believe that guy makes $21 million. There might not be there's probably a few worse contracts, but his contracts are horrible.
His is up there, yeah. I was shocked when I read yesterday that they considered Matt Kemp's to be. I mean, it is a horrible deal, but they called him one of the least productive players, least valuable players in baseball. And this was like MLB Trade Rumors, like a good website.
Yep,
that called him this.
I don't know.
And I mean, I said he's got 13 home runs this year. He's batting. What did I say? 250. He's got 45 RBIs. Like that, I'd take that.
Yeah. I didn't agree with that at all when I saw that.
Me neither. I think it's funny that Carlos Beltran is the season he's having.
Yeah.
In his numbers, he's got 16 home runs.
It was 17. Yeah, 16.
17?
Oh, 16.
I'll check right now to make sure.
I just looked it up.
But, God, 16 home runs, batting 277, 44 RBIs. Like, the guy's like, I mean, last year I think he had a pretty rough year, if I remember correctly. But
he had 19.
Yeah, last season he had 19 altogether, and he only batted 276. So I guess his numbers are – his average at least isn't too different. The year before that is the one I'm thinking of when he batted 233, his first year for the Yankees. But I think the Yankees are going to be able to and he had 15 home runs that first year. I think the Yankees are going to be able to trade him for something really good.
I need more postseason Beltran, so anything to get it back in the playoffs I'm going to be happy for.
Exactly. I want to see Beltran in the playoffs one more time. And he still doesn't have a ring.
Yeah.
Right?
Does not.
He didn't win with
Louis.
The Giants, right?
He didn't win with Knight.
He was with the Giants. That's why I'm not sure if I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
The year the Mets acquired Zach Wheeler.
No, I'm
I
telling
think that was 2011, and that was a odd year.
I'm looking
They
at
won 2010, 2012, 2014, and he was there the 1 year in between. Then he went to the Cardinals, and lost.
16 postseason home runs in 52 games.
The guy's unbelievable in the postseason. One of the most I don't even know if it's clutch, but just one of the best postseason players. David Ortiz also up there. I said a few weeks ago in regards to Klay Thompson, I don't really refer to players as clutch, but my God, David Ortiz is the clutch king. I have to say, the guy it's going to be a perfect storybook ending. You know how Jeter had like a walk-off double or something, or walk-off single in his last at bat. They were talking about Big Papi's come a triple away from the cycle twice this season.
He's going to get him
I guarantee in his last regular season game of the season, he hits for the cycle.
Now, wouldn't it be fitting if
they went out on the World Series?
Yeah, and he hit some big hit in that series.
I could see it happening. Couldn't you? Red Sox are
awesome.
They're first in the division right now. Their young players are starting to take over and become the face of that franchise. They're tied for first with Baltimore, who's also having a great season. But led by Mark Trumbo, who's got 20 home runs.
I know.
And we were talking about how they have no pitching, but I mean they're getting by.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Red Sox young players like Xander Bogaerts having a great season. Jackie Bradley Jr. took a huge step forward, and Mookie Betts is also having a great season.
I'm shocked how good Jackie Bradley Jr. has been because he was horrific.
I am too. I was never expecting him to be like a 300 hitter. I thought he was going to be like a 250 guy, play good defense.
He was horrible when he first came up.
Yeah, I mean he's been up for a couple of years, hasn't he? And he's
been down so many times.
Well, so you know who's a similar player? Not similar player, but just similar situation. D. Gordon. I know you love D. Gordon, but early in his career on the Dodgers, like he really wasn't that good.
No, he wasn't.
And then he went to the Marlins and just maybe it was the steroids. Maybe I'm lying. No, I know. But it was all his hitting that just took a next step, and now he's one of the elite second basemen in baseball when he's not suspended.
Yeah, free Tavares. Start the movement.
Free Tavares.
Oh, it's almost there.
But I saw, staying on baseball, I saw you and I are both big into the Cuban baseball player scene.
Uh-huh.
And one of the premier Cuban players is finally a free agent, Yulieski Gurriel. I don't know what his younger brother, I think his name is Lourdes.
Yeah, I think it is.
Lourdes.
Yeah, I think it is.
He's like 10 or 12 years younger, too, and he's a shortstop. But Yulieski Gurriel, I think he's in his early 30s. One of the best, like his family is considered to be like the Manning family of Cuban baseball. And he's a free agent. I think just like most of these Cuban players, he's going to contribute to a team as soon as they sign him. People keep saying the Yankees, but I don't know why the Yankees would bother.
No,
I hope the Yankees wouldn't bother, just because he's 31 years old. The Yankees are clearly in a rebuilding phase. I think they're going to end up trading. If they don't trade both, they're going to trade one of Aroldis Chapman or Andrew Miller at the deadline, get some more young assets. Beltran's going to get them some good assets. And I think the Yankees are going to be good in a few years because they're going to be able to build up all these assets now. In the same offseason, sign like Bryce Harper and Matt Harvey, or Bryce Harper and Jose Fernandez. I'm fully expecting them to get one of Matt Harvey or Fernandez. I mean, why not get both too? I mean, the money. And Harper, I think that's a deadlock. He's going to be a Yankee.
Yeah, I was thinking if he signs with the Yankees, I feel like it's going to be like the Hector Oliveira dude all over again.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense to sign the guy. If they sign his younger brother, who's 19, 20 years old, who they say is going to be an elite shortstop, yeah, go for it. But it just doesn't make sense to try and this guy's going to sign with like a win now team. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't really care too much. He just wants to get a major league contract, but a team that's signing him is a win now team. Like that's the team that should be signing him. Honestly, the Mets could sign a guy. I mean, the Mets need a third baseman now with Wright and with Wright on the shelf for who knows how long. And I mean, you would think at 31 years old he would come a little bit cheaper. I mean, I'd be interested if the Mets at least played with the possibility.
Yeah, he's just
But
gonna.
I don't think that'll happen.
He's just gonna do minor league games.
Yeah.
Like half.
I don't know who needs a third baseman really.
Like a
That I
Cuban
can think
wild
of
card.
off the top of my head. What'd you say?
That's nothing like a Cuban wild card in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Those are always fun.
But in the past few years, all these Cuban players have come right into Major League Baseball and contributed right away. Puig, Jose Abreu, Yasmani Tomas, Yoenis Cespedes. Jose Fernandez is Cuban, but I don't really consider him to be Cuban.
He's interesting.
Like he was in the draft, went to high school in Miami. He is Cuban, 100%. But he's like, we're talking like Cuban position players, I guess.
Yeah,
is what I mean. But I'm interested to see where he signs. I love seeing these Cuban players sign and do well. It's fun to watch. They play with like such excitement and passion. It's just fun to watch them.
Baseball needs that.
Yeah, exactly. But baseball or sports is just kind of killing me right now. This is one of the worst times of the year. It's just like baseball is just happening. It's not like super exciting yet. The deadline hasn't happened.
You just gotta time.
It's just like it's like a grind right now as a fan.
Yeah.
You know, as a general sports fan, it's a grind.
I'm trying just like keep myself like interested like in watching the Phillies at this point, but it's like it's tough. It's bad.
Yeah, it's tough. The shoe is falling. The other shoe is falling, and they're Phillies showing their colors. But yeah, just certain things are like this. What is the pitcher home run derby idea? That's kind of getting me a little. Yeah. That's been keeping me interested in baseball baseball news at least.
I think they should do it because how much fun was the NBA skills contest when they allowed centers in there?
When they allowed what?
When they allowed the big man in there?
Yeah.
The skill and Carl Towns won it this year. No one thought the big guy would win, and imagine if the pitchers ran it to add another level of excitement.
I think it'd be even more exciting than that, though.
Probably, yeah.
I think it'd be so much fun because I mean, we're not going to see Bartolo Colon in this, but I don't think there was ever a more exciting home run in the history of baseball than Bartolo Colon's home run. Nobody expected that, and this just goes to show like the NL should never ever get rid of the DH ever.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best things about baseball is that the pitcher gets a hit in the National League, and when American League teams play National League teams, it's fun to see their and it's such an advantage for the National League team.
Yep.
Just like the DH is an advantage for the AL team. But it's like the National League always has the advantage. I've never thought about this until I'm saying it right now. The National League almost always has the advantage because when they play an AL team, like people always say that the DH gives the AL the advantage, right?
Uh-huh.
But in the World Series, the NL team who's playing at the American League Team Stadium gets the DH, and then they go back to the NL, and their pitchers are used to hitting, and the American League teams aren't. So it's always an advantage for the NL, I would say.
Yep. No,
I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
But the DH is actually good for the NL, which is I've never thought about that until I'm kind of like formulating it right now. But I would love nothing more than to watch. It'd be fun if they let a couple of pitchers in the normal home run derby. But I honestly think that they're afraid that they might win.
No, and
I really am.
Even on the rating aspect, who's not going to want to watch all pitchers in it? I'm curious. People love watching pitchers hit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, Madison Bumgarner is like that dude. Did you see that video of him taking batting practice?
Who, Bumgarner?
Bumgarner, yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter.
He was hitting it into the upper deck.
Yeah, I know.
In I think Cincinnati. And it was just like, I mean, bombs. Not just like barely home runs, like absolute bombs. I thought Jake Arrieta's tweet the other day was so funny at I don't even remember who it was, but she said like something like hearing that Jake Arrieta wants to be in the home run derby, like putting my list together of pitchers I want to see, and he doesn't even scratch my top 5.
Yeah.
And Jake Arrieta responded like, that list is about as useless as your Vine loops. I hit pumps, ask somebody. I thought I hit pumps was like the greatest line ever. I thought that pumps is the funniest word for a home run. That's
That
so,
alone should allow him in.
I hit pumps. Ask somebody. I was like, yes, let him in. But I'd love to see. Right now, the 4 pitchers that they're talking about are Bumgarner, Arrieta, Wainwright threw his hat into the ring, and Noah Syndergaard. I would love to see all 4 of them in a home run derby. I'm trying to think of more home run hit. You know who'd be fun, but he's definitely too old now. CC Sabathia used to hit a little bit when he would get the opportunity. He's always played for the AL besides that half-season stint with the Brewers, but I remember him hitting a few home runs for the Indians whenever they got an opportunity to play a National League team.
I said
Who else are good hitters in baseball? Good hitters all the way around. Like Steven Matt's a pretty good hitter, not a home run hitter. Harvey has a home run to him. I don't know who. I can't think of any other pitchers off the top of my head that are like current pitchers who are very good hitters. Kershaw has 1 home run in his career. But definitely those 4, though, would be a lot of fun to watch, especially Bumgarner and Arrieta going at it. Would be so fun. Those guys are massive. Might as well throw Syndergaard in there because he did have 2 home runs in 1 game, and he's also massive. I'd love to just see a normal home run derby and just Bumgarner in it, honestly. And I think Bumgarner would win. Just because those pitchers probably they live for batting practice. They'd bring their batting practice pitcher and they would just hit bombs.
I have a quick trivia question for you.
All right, go ahead.
One. Carlos Zambrano.
Yeah, he used to hit a lot. Switch hitter.
The king of hitting pitchers.
Yeah.
How many home runs do you think he has in his career?
Does he have the most all time?
I don't know, but this is like it's not a lot, but it's a pretty good amount for a pitcher.
27?
24.
24.
And he hit 6 in 1 year.
Yeah. You know who else hit a lot in one season? I think Mike Hampton had a lot one season. I'll check on that right now. 2
guys I always think when I think of pitcher for some reason is Zambrano, honestly, and then Micah Owings. He was always some dude I always thought of. He was like 6'5", 230 and just hit bombs. Wasn't
Levon Hernandez a good hitting pitcher?
Oh, that's a fun name. I'll look him up.
I don't remember. I'm looking for Mike Hampton's stats. Yeah, Mike Hampton hit 7 home runs 1 year for Colorado in 2001 when he was 28 years old. He hit 7 home runs and batted .291. His lifetime average is .246. He had 1, 2, 3 seasons where he batted over .300. But playing in Colorado, he hit 7 home runs as a pitcher. That's awesome.
Mike Hampton had one of the worst contracts in baseball history. I will put money on that he did. His was bad. I'll tell you right now. He made something of like. Hold on.
He was like a good pitcher though for a few years. 22-4 1 year with a 2.90 ERA. Kevin Brown's got to be up there with worst contracts in baseball history. A wall for the Yankees, broke his hand, like never pitched for them again. Yankees gave him like a $200 million deal or something. He had 1 good year.
Here you go. Go to Actually, never mind. I found it right here. Mike Hampton was the 2000 MVP for the NLCS. In 2000, he had the largest.
This is when he was on the Mets, right?
Huh?
This is when he was on the Mets, right?
No,
2000?
Maybe it might have been, yeah.
Actually, I think the Mets lost the World Series that year, and then he went to the Mets the year after.
Okay, so yeah, and it said at one point Mike Hampton had the largest contract in sports history.
That's insane.
It's the 60th largest of all time.
Think of all the pitchers that were in that era too.
I know.
Pedro, Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens. To name the top 3, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz. To name the top, 5 or 6 guys of that era. I know I'm probably missing somebody really good, but that's good enough for now. Those were definitely the top guys.
60. That's insane. Oh, Vernon Wells cracked the top 50.
Oh yeah, his contract that he got by the Angels, right?
I'm saying right now, Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, the Blue Jays gave it to him. Then he went to the Angels and he was still in the Yankees, I'm pretty sure, while that contract was still being paid to him, which is just
Oh,
horrible.
I never guess he was up there. Joe Mauer, 15th.
Joe Maris, I think he's actually having a pretty productive season. I follow that MLB home run
Yeah.
app, and I see his name popping up. I'm about to check out his stats right now. He should, if he's having a good season. No, he's a Minnesota guy, like born and bred. There's no way they would get rid of him.
Nothing was more fun than when he was flirting with that 400 line that one year.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And they had like the Joe Mauer
281,
watch.
7 home runs.
They had like Joe Mauer watch every time he went up the bat to see if he got 400.
Yeah, he was a beast. I remember Wilson Ramos. He got hurt, and Wilson Ramos came up and mashed for like 3 weeks, and then they traded him to the Nationals. I thought Wilson Ramos. I mean, he is a pretty good catcher.
Yeah.
But I thought that he was going to be a lot better than he is, just because he was filling in for Mauer, and I was like, this guy is sick. Like the Twins, actually, they're like not notorious, but they've had a few guys who were like flash in the pan guys who were really good, like Francisco Liriano that one year.
He was so good
His rookie year
for Minnesota.
or something, and then you got Tommy John,
Yeah.
and he's turned his career into a pretty productive career, but
He was all
like not as good as he was that first year. Yeah, he was unhittable.
Well, I want to see if you how you feel about this. Daniel Murphy's going nuts.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
Was he up 374?
369.
369? Oh, he's dropping. As long as he's not over 500, 400. I don't know. He obviously figured something out at the end of the season, but
I wonder what that was.
like, but I still like I told you this whole offseason that I would still rather have Neil Walker over Daniel Murphy.
Man,
Like I know what Murphy's average is, but even when he was playing the Mets, he bobbled a few in the field, and it's just like he's such a bad defensive second baseman. Neil Walker's a better defensive second baseman. There's no debating that. Neil Walker's gonna bat. He's batting around I think he's like 271 right now, and he's got 13 home runs. Murphy's at 370 and 10 home runs, but I don't know. It's really tough. But just the defensive aspect, I'd rather have the more solid defensive guy with a little less average and a little more pop than an absolute albatross at second base and with a higher average. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive. I can't be mad at all with Neil Walker's production. I mean, Murphy would have been great, but he would have cost a lot of money, and the Mets were able to get a second first round draft pick from him. So that's always good. Draft picks are always good.
wait, was that for this year?
Yeah, they got another kid from.
They didn't get the Dunn. Did they get the Dunn guy?
Dunn was their first pick, which was what they were getting all along, and they got a kid something K.
Michael
K. He actually went to high school with Steven Matz in Long Island, lefty, same high school.
The pipeline.
Anthony K, I think his name was.
Oh, so it's not Mike.
That's not Michael K. But obviously that was the first name in my head. I was like, Michael K? And I'm like, that's not the Yankees guy. But the Mets drafted 2 Long Island guys. We finished the show moments before the Mets made their first selection with Justin Dunn, who looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, he's so much fun. Even if he's bad, he'll be fun.
Yeah, there's something I like about the guy. Boston College pitcher from Long Island, and then the Mets picked another kid from Long Island who goes to UConn. So 2 Long Island guys, which is typically Mets country out there, but they both grew up Yankee fans, which is kind of depressing. But whatever, they're Mets now.
Yeah.
But one of them was a compensation pick for Murphy. Moral of the story there. And then the Mets are going to get another compensation pick this year when Neil Walker demands $100 million because he's going to.
Yeah.
Because of Chase Headley. What was Chase Headley's contract?
More than Chase Headley deserved.
Let me say. I'm going to look it up right now. I don't know why it's not coming up.
I got you. I got it right here. It is.
Here, contract details.
4 years, $52 million.
4 years, $52 million. So that, I would say, is like the baseline for Neil Walker. And he can look at Neil, and he's younger, and he can look at the contract, and he can look at the production over the years, and he's been just as good, if not better, than Chase Headley was.
Chase Headley is not.
I think that Neil Walker is going to command at least a 6-year deal for at least $15 million a year. And it's kind of crazy because a lot of people are like, who's Neil Walker? For some reason, Neil Walker's a very underrated player in baseball.
I'm not gonna lie. When I looked up his numbers, I was shocked he had more home runs than Murphy.
Yeah, like I think that he's gonna command like a $90 million deal for at least like 5 years, 6 years. Like that's what I think. At least that. But
Oh man, these Chase Headley numbers are brutal.
yeah, he's horrible this year. Absolutely horrible. It took him forever to get an extra base hit,
Yeah.
like a month and a half or something like that.
Oh my goodness, I gotta turn my screen might break.
But I don't know if you want to get into a little bit the Belmont this past weekend. I didn't really care. Nobody really cared about who won this Belmont because there was no. I mean, unless you were gambling on it, there was no.
I was gambling on it.
There you go. So, but there was no Triple Crown implications or anything. But we talked about how our fantasy league was doing our draft order based on the Belmont Stakes, and we each got assigned a horse. I got assigned Gettysburg.
Yes,
Who'd you have?
sudden breaking news. Who everyone loved.
Yeah.
Everyone loved. I made a $10 bet on him to win too, and I'm watching the race. I'm like, all right, he'll make his move, and I'm like, where'd he go? I don't see him.
I was watching the race, and Gettysburg was in the lead for about 3/4 of the race, like from out of the gate.
Yeah, that's when you know you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's when you know you're gonna lose. And then at the end, all the other horses just ran ahead of him. I think he finished like 8th overall or something, but because in our league we didn't get the 2 top guys, right? Nobody had them.
Nobody had Creator, and nobody had who was the other one? Lonnie? Did anyone have Lonnie?
Lonnie was Garrett had Lonnie, I'm pretty sure.
So, all right. So yeah, someone
was third. But yeah, there was the top 2 horses weren't picked by anybody in our league. And I got stuck with the 5th pick. Tyler got stuck with the 6th pick. It sucks. They're 2 bad picks. I got to see how it unfolds in front of me.
How many mocks have you done so far?
I think 10. It's so sad. That just goes to prove what a lull it is in sports right now. That I'm doing mock drafts at the beginning of June and like enjoying, like just to pass the time and have fun and think about sports. It's sad.
I'm really weird when it comes to fantasy, so I like track everything I do. So I've done 8 mock drafts. I picked AJ Green 5 times. Le'Veon Bell, I think I picked him 2 times, and Ezekiel Elliott 1.
I've thankfully gotten Le'Veon Bell a lot of the time, but I don't think in our league that Le'Veon Bell is going to fall to me.
I don't know, no chance.
And I don't like Todd Gurley. I just don't want. I do like Todd Gurley a lot, but I don't want him on my team.
You don't want him the year his knee explodes. They're going to abuse that man with carries this year. He really may die.
Yeah, I'm scared of Todd Gurley this year, and then David Johnson. No,
they're
like, I don't want to take my first round pick on David Johnson. It's going to be like me like 4 years ago when I took CJ Spiller my first. Like everyone's expecting this guy to break out and have a great year.
Yeah, but
that doesn't happen.
There's been reports that Chris Johnson's going to really cut into David Johnson's carries, which is false. That's never going to happen. But I mean, David Johnson's really good.
I just don't want to. And like Adrian Peterson, one of these years, just like Peyton Manning last year, his age is going to come. Like the age is going to show. Father Time is undefeated. He remains undefeated. He's never going to lose. And one of these years, Adrian Peterson's age is going to come out, and he's not going to be Adrian Peterson anymore. And I don't want to be the victim of that.
I'm on the record saying I'm not going to take him.
Yeah.
I won't take him in the first. Well, I mean, I won't do it. Yeah, I won't do it. I just won't do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. And who's after that? Devontae Freeman, I guess, but he's not even an option for me at 5.
Yeah, Devontae. They love Tevin Coleman in Atlanta, and they're going to try as much as they can to get him the ball.
I mean, I've said it before. I think Gronk is Gronk's an option for me at 5, depending on what happens in front of me.
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski is not. I wouldn't rule out Rob Gronkowski. I didn't know how fun it was to have Rob Gronkowski on your fantasy team until last season. It is.
It's to be even more fun for the first few weeks when they have Garoppolo there.
Yeah, I agree. But dude, they go down to the red zone and you just know you're about to get.
I've had them before. It's fun.
Oh God, it's fun. It is fun. I watched like every Patriots game last season and I loved it.
Especially with Martellus Bennett, going to take a little bit off of him.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for fantasy, but I'm pissed that we have to wait 3 months until it really gets going.
I
2 months till we draft.
I've just been I want to do I do usually do rankings every year, and I don't want to start it this early.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like all the fun's gonna be over by the end of June because I'm just
Yeah.
so bored.
Yeah, so much is gonna change with that, so I'm not even gonna. Because you really don't even find out any sleepers or anything until training camp even starts.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's just like depressing. So I wish it fast forward. That's why I'm in Dynasty League, so it keeps up every year.
Yeah, I'm the only thing I'm doing right now is fantasy baseball. My team is horrible. I don't even know why. My pitching staff's pretty damn good. I'd put it up there with anybody's, and I can't win any damn games.
Mm,
So annoying.
yeah, my pitching's not that good either.
I mean, I have Harvey's had a rough year, but I'm keeping him in there. Syndergaard, Fulmer,
Yep.
Verlander, Zimmerman, and Strasburg. Like that's a solid staff. I don't know why they're not leading me to more victories. My first 2 picks were Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo. Opposite way, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant. I don't know. It's been a rough year in fantasy. Hopefully, it doesn't carry over to fantasy football because that's all I care about.
Chris Archer's been boning me this year.
For me, it goes like oh yeah, he's been let up a lot of runs early in games. Every time I see him, it's like he's got like 9 strikeouts through like 4 innings and like 90 pitches.
I want to like him. I'm still so on the fence with the guy though.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, probably for me, I don't know, just back to fantasy football. It goes like the Mets, fantasy football, and breathing. Something like that. Some order.
During the fantasy football year, like it's so bad. Like I can't believe I'm announcing this because I'm not really announcing it, but like saying this, like dude, you can tell by my grades, the correlation that fantasy football has in my life. You can tell, like,
just like all my friends asked me to be in their fantasy football leagues, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like the fantasy league that I'm in, like rules my life.
Yeah, I can't do.
Like I can't be in another league. It's just I'll ignore that team the entire year. Like
I'm the same way. This one's
so competitive and so important that I can't be bothered. I hate nothing more. One of the things that I hate is having somebody in fantasy and playing him in another league.
Another one. That's why I don't do it.
It's so frustrating because you can't fully root for the guy, and it's just the worst. I hate that. I like having like a set roster, and you're able to root for those guys all season and make additions. And it gets too confusing with more than one league. I don't know. I don't suggest to anybody to do more than one league. I think one league is perfect.
Only in redraft leagues where I would say don't do it. The one that you have like just 1 year and that's it.
Uh-huh.
I would not advise you to do more than one league. It just gets too hectic.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a different day. I feel like I'm in like 3. I can do that. I can handle that. I don't have to watch the scoring every day. But
yeah, but just the year after year drafting like that, the most fun type of leagues. Just do one.
Yeah, I hate doing more than one.
Yeah, same. Oh man, I'm blanking. I have to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. tomorrow to get mouth surgery.
Oh no,
6 freaking m.
I've woken up at 6 a.m. since high school.
I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. because I gotta be at the damn hospital by 6 a.m.
Oh no, live podcast from the hospital bed.
I can't wait. We'll see how I feel on Wednesday. I'm very.
Can we just do an episode with you just on medication?
I'm gonna be on heavy medication. I think I gotta start taking it tonight. I gotta start taking like really heavy painkillers tonight and stuff because by 11 o'clock tomorrow, like my top jaw is gonna be like detached from my face. Oh my god, yeah. I'm kind of dreading it. I'm kind of terrified. I've never had surgery before.
So,
Jesus,
we can go into the.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about right now.
You guys never had surgery. That's probably gonna suck.
Yeah, I'm really scared. I won't be able to eat. I'm probably gonna lose like 10 pounds. I'm gonna look like a Holocaust survivor.
Oh, shit.
That's too much. That was too much.
Let's go to the segment. Oh man! Whoa! Relax. All right, that boy.
Oh God!
That boy, good. Let's go. Which one of your boys are good?
Yeah, my boy, who I have actually been following forever, just like I follow every Mets draft pick. Well, it's a high Mets draft pick. He was selected 45th overall by the Mets, and I think 11, something like that. Michael Fulmer. He was selected by the Mets, and the Mets traded him last summer for he was the key piece in the Yoenis Cespedes deal. I can't be mad about it at all because Cespedes is one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And Michael Fulmer, thank God, it's fun to watch. Gives me a reason to watch Tigers games. He's 7-1 right now, the 2.52 ERA. Doesn't strike out a lot of guys. 52 strikeouts and 53.2 innings pitched. But recently he's been out of this world. He became the second pitcher in the last 100 years with 4 straight starts with 3 or fewer hits and 0 runs. The only other person is Jake Arrieta, who did that last season, at the beginning of this season. So, I mean, Michael Fulmer looks like he's going to be – he's only 23 years old. Looks like he's going to be the ace of the Tigers staff for a long time coming, and it's pretty fun to watch because I can't be upset because he wouldn't be on the Mets anyway. If he was, he'd be in the bullpen.
Yeah.
The Mets already have a loaded pitching staff, and I can't be upset that he's seeing a lot of success for the Tigers. I love watching him pitch, and that's my pick for that boy good MVP of the past week. Who you got?
Okay, I'm gonna stay on the same kind of thing. Our boy, he's not really an MVP. He's end of the week. I mean, I hope he does good this week. Blake Snell finally been unleashed.
Yep,
He's back. He's out. He's here.
Thank God.
I'm ready. He's starting against the Mariners Thursday. I think that's who he's starting against.
Kind of a tough start, but
Yeah, I was kind of
handled the Yankees in his.
Yeah, he did. He had he pitched how many? I'm trying to find out. 5 innings. Only gave up 2 hits.
Yeah, he pitched great. 1 run? I know his ERA is like 1.84 or something like that.
1.80. Yeah.
1.80. Yeah.
Yeah, and looking at the photos. I really didn't realize how much he looks like Zach Levine. He really looks like
He does kind of look like Zach Levine. I'm looking at pictures of him too right now.
the poorest form of Zach Levine.
He's a poor man's
Like
Zach
in the
Levine.
Pokemon, Blake Snell evolves into Zach Levine. That's what I'm
You and I were talking about it though at the beginning of the year. We both really, really liked him a lot.
He was 15-4 in one
Rookie
minor
of the
league.
year. I mean, right now I think he's gonna. Right now it looks like Michael Fulmer is going to be the. I mean, it's super early to tell, but right now it looks like if it ended today, Michael Fulmer would probably be the AL Rookie of the Year.
Uh-huh.
No Nomar Mazara's right there. Actually, Nomar Mazara's having an unreal season.
Yeah.
If we were to pick a pitcher, okay, we'll say if we had to pick a pitcher because Mazara is probably going to be the winner if it ended today.
Mazara's a beast.
But Fulmer will be right there for pitchers. In the NL, honestly, Mats has struggled a little bit, but it'd probably still be Mats for NL pitchers, rookie pitchers. But
I forgot he's considered a rookie.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But I think I hope Blake Snell is able to give those rookie pitchers a run for their money because you and me both like him a lot. He's got a big, tall frame. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
He's skinny though, right? Like 180.
6'4", 180.
Yeah, he's a lanky guy, but I watched his debut against the Yankees, and I really liked what I saw. And his minor league numbers have been nothing short of amazing. So I really hope that he can continue his success against the Mariners this Thursday.
And his nickname, according to Baseball Reference, is Snellzilla. So I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Snellzilla.
His Twitter name is Snellzilla11.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm about to give him a follow. I like that.
Yeah, I got to give him a follow too.
I could buy Snellzilla t-shirts. I'm down with that. This one.
Anything with that, like those like Japanese nicknames or
Neki Matsui.
yeah, Godzilla. He had a home run the other day in the Yankees old timer game.
Listen, Yankees need a bat when Beltran leaves. Matsui's
They
right
do,
in the
man.
backyard.
42 years old. Bring him in.
Right.
Sign him up. They had Raul Ibanez. What's the difference?
Exactly.
The hell's the difference? All right, so is that about it?
I think so. I gotta get out of this
All right.
closet.
Are you in a closet?
Yeah, I'm in the closet
Why?
because I had this. This is my Wi-Fi router's next to. It's in the closet.
So you're sitting in the closet doing the show?
Directly sitting in the closet with my Wi-Fi box blinking in my face.
I'm sitting. I actually put up a tension rod and a curtain in this like back corner of my room that I'm sitting in. So I'm kind of in a similar situation.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm under a closet under all these polos and stuff that my dad has.
Nice.
There you
All
go.
right. So this has been episode 6 of the No Name Show. Please subscribe.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Zach with Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk to you on Wednesday after what do we have? 2 games? No, yeah, only one. Is the next game? If the Warriors don't win tonight, is there a next game on Wednesday?
The way the schedule's been going, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
After LeBron,
All right.
after LeBron drops 30 tonight.
Yeah, LeBron's gonna drop 30.
Okay,
at least
I'm down.
over 30.5. Make that bet, guys.
All right, I'm going to.
All right. We'll see you on Wednesday.